Please rise if you are able. If you are able, please remain standing for the singing of our national anthem.
O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Please be seated. Welcome, graduates, family, friends, and honored guests to Convocation at the University of Waterloo. My name is Vivek Goel, and it is my honor to serve as President and Vice Chancellor and to preside over today's ceremony where we celebrate our graduates and their accomplishments. Thank you to Ricarda Fukusawa, our anthem singer today. To our graduates, today we recognize your hard work, dedication, and accomplishments. You will cross the stage today having gained more than the lessons learned in the classroom or lab. You have built relationships and made positive contributions to the university and our surrounding community. I see many family members, friends, and supporters of our graduates here in the audience. You should also be recognized for your important roles in supporting our graduates throughout their academic journey. Graduates, let's give a hand to your supporters. I also want to acknowledge that our world has faced some big challenges over the last few years. Global issues continue to affect our community in different ways and have played a part in shaping your experiences here. Through it all, you demonstrated resilience and perseverance. These attributes will serve you well as you enter the next phase of your lives. Today's celebration is based on tradition. The Haudenosaunee peoples also have a rich and vibrant culture that embraces knowledge sharing. As such, it is important to reflect and acknowledge that the University of Waterloo's campuses in Waterloo, Kitchener, and Cambridge are situated on the Haldimand Tract, land 6 miles on each side of the Grand River, granted to the Haudenosaunee of 6 nations. The land inside and surrounding the Haldimand Tract, including our Stratford campus, is the traditional territory of the Attawandaron, Anishinaabe, and Haudenosaunee. I also acknowledge and recognize this area is now home to many diverse First Nation, Inuit, and Métis groups. As part of today's ceremony, a number of Indigenous components play a prominent role. Their inclusion reflects our commitment to truth and reconciliation. Our Eagle staff led our procession today ahead of our mace. The mace is a traditional symbol of European origins, while the Eagle staff reflects the wisdom, strength, and honor of those that carry it in representation of nations across Turtle Island. The Chancellor and I are also proud to wear Indigenous beading on our regalia and are grateful to Marilyn Sutherland, a Cree master beader from Kitchener, for her work in adorning our robes. We will start the ceremony with a special Indigenous opening. It is my privilege to welcome the Cedar Hill Singers and Mayangan Henry, Indigenous Knowledge Keeper. As they make their way to the stage, I would like to extend a special thank you. Elder Henry provides a special Indigenous opening and closing to all of our ceremonies. His words serve an important role in the reconciliation process, and I've seen the impact they have on our graduates, our guests, and our university. Elder Henry.
Ani bujo sego danse sugoli kwekwe. So many different ways that indigenous people greet each other, and that drum really just brings people together. And you know, if I look back at all the cultures in the world, there is a drum or there's a shaker. There's something musical about that. In Cedar Hill, when they sing, they represent the heartbeat within our Mother, the Earth. And what she does is she provides all the medicines, the food, the plants, the water, and makes a nice clean earth that we can live on. We treat her so well, and we learn that she is our original mother. That's where the term Mother Earth came from. And the drum just brings it out. Gladwin, who carried the Eagle Staff, served in Canadian wars so proudly. He was able to serve his community, his country. And when he was carrying it, I started thinking about a little bit of our history when there was a time when we couldn't join the Canadian Armed Forces. Native American people in Canada couldn't congregate in groups of 3 or more in urban settings where they would be arrested. They couldn't hire a lawyer. They couldn't go to post-secondary like how you are today. We were disallowed from all that services and freedoms that Canadians had. And over that time, when settlers came to North America, they realized the wealth of resources that were in the land. And they made treaties with First Nation people, but those treaties were broken because they realized the wealth in that resources that was supposed to be shared equally among all people. And if I think of it today, if we honored the treaties that we had, there would be no poverty today. Everybody would be able to afford post-secondary education because the wealth would be spread equally amongst all the people. And that's what those treaties were originally signed to do. But greed or something came on behalf of the people, and they wanted to eliminate original people of this land. And so when I think now of our dwindling population from 60 million at the time of Columbus coming to North America to mid-1700s when the residential schools began, we were from 60 million to 500,000 people only, almost a vanishing race. So these statistics are true, but there was a time when things started to change and people started to see the wealth of indigenous knowledge. And that brings us up to the University of Waterloo, who at one point seen a very important aspect of what contributions First Nations can bring to this university. So I want to thank the leadership for all they've done to promote reconciliation, to grow together and to be together so that we can share this beautiful moment like with you. So if there's any Indigenous students in the audience tonight, please feel proud because we're proud of you, and we can't wait to watch you cross the stage and be a part of this celebration together. Miigwech, everybody. It's an honor to be a part of your celebration tonight.
Thank you, Elder Henry, and thank you to our Cedar Hill singers. Good evening. Let me try that again. Good evening. Fantastic. All right, we're ready for the celebrations here. Graduates, families, friends, faculty, everyone here, everyone online, watching all of you. I'm Jagdeep Singh Bachair, your Chancellor here at the University of Waterloo, and I'm truly honored to help you celebrate one of life's great milestones today. Congratulations to the class of 2026. So a little bit about me. My allegiance to this university goes back more than 30 years. Here is where my mind opened up, and I began to believe that anything was possible. And today, I wish the same for all of you.
This is arguably the most exciting, and depending on your perspective, unsettling time to be alive since anyone in this room was born. I don't say that lightly. I've spent more than 12 years at the University of California as the Chief Investment Officer, managing nearly $250 billion US. And my job is to figure out where the world is heading and betting big on that direction. And as I try to do that, and in this role, what I am discovering, so much of the exciting innovation that is fueling this new era traces its way back to places like Waterloo. So what I want to share with you are 3 principles today that I believe are the most powerful tools you can carry out of this great university. Number 1, stay curious. Think big and take risks. So let me start with curiosity. Recently, I had the pleasure of moderating a panel with 3 Nobel laureates, including Donna Strickland, Waterloo's own. And she said something that I haven't stopped thinking about. She said that the AI tools of the future are incredibly good at giving us answers, but they can't do something essential. They can't tell us what questions to ask. They cannot teach us curiosity. Think about that. In a world that is flooded with information, the most valuable thing you can possess is the ability to ask good questions. Every breakthrough starts that way. Someone looks around and says, why? Or what if? Or simply, can or should we do this? I've lived this. My own family emigrated to Canada from Nigeria when I was 15. At the consulate in Lagos, my father asked an immigration officer, where should we go? A simple question. His son needed an engineering school and his daughter needed a medical school. May sound familiar to some parents. The officer said one word, Waterloo. A few months later, the 4 of us landed in Canada. 2 days after that, I started studying mechanical engineering. I was 15 years old with absolutely no idea what was ahead of me. But I was curious. And that curiosity has carried me farther than any of the 3 Waterloo degrees I hold. Now look, a lot of great things start with a question. By being curious enough to ask and patient enough to chase the answer. PhDs, does that sound familiar? And here's the thing about curiosity. It's almost always sparked by human connection. Our AI agents aren't going to inspire us. People are, places are, and life is. So stay open and stay in learning mode. Now that may sound very strange to people who have just spent years in school. But here's what I mean. Don't let today be the day that you stop being a student. Nurture and grow the curiosity you were born with. Walk out of here with your eyes open and your sense of wonder fully alive. Something could inspire you tomorrow and become the passion of your life if you let it in. Now I want to talk about thinking big. So once you've asked the right question, you need the courage and the confidence to imagine a big answer. I thought I was going to be an aeronautical engineer. I loved planes, I still do. But the situation on the ground changed. I pivoted. None of that happened because I played it safe. It happened because at every turning point, I gave myself permission to think bigger than what felt comfortable. Think about the world you're entering. When Google launched, the idea of simply organizing all of the world's information felt impossible. Now multiply that by 1 billion, and that's where we are today. So please, don't shrink your ambitions or your audacious goals to match someone else's expectations, or because you're afraid of change. You notice I said please. I'm Canadian too. We can still be nice. We should always be kind and grateful. And remember that the world doesn't need more people that simply fit in. It needs people who reshape what is possible. And that's all of you. So which leads me to risk-taking. Look, here's the part nobody tells you at a graduation. Curiosity without action is just daydreaming. Big thinking without execution is just a whiteboard. At some point, you must make that leap. My parents are lifelong teachers with an undying belief that the greatest gift they could give their children was a good education. Sound familiar, Dad and Mom? When we boarded that plane to Canada, they didn't have a detailed plan. What they had was confidence and that leap, that willingness to act before they had all the answers, even when they felt the pangs of fear. That changed the course of my family's life. You will face moments like that in your life, where the safe choice and the right choice are not the same. My advice, take the road less traveled. Start the company, publish a novel, move to the city where you don't know anyone. Raise your hand for the project that scares you the most. Say yes before you feel ready. Because if you wait until you feel ready, you'll be waiting forever. And the world may well pass you by. That's a risk too, right? And by the way, when you fail, and you will, because everyone who takes real risks does, get back up. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's the cost of admission. Stay curious, think big, take risks. That's the formula. That's the model. That's what Waterloo taught you, whether you realized it or not. And that's what the world needs from all of you. Not someday, right now, especially now. Network with the members of the Waterloo community, your friends. Keep these relationships alive. Use this priceless, lifelong connection. And by the way, be useful right back. In the process, and as today is such an incredible milestone of your life, I want you to just realize that don't forget the people that helped you get here. Your parents, your grandparents, your siblings, your mentors, your friends, your partners. They have propped you up, even when you didn't see the shoulders on which you rested. Please, please thank them today. Hug them. Take photographs. Celebrate them. They have earned this day as much as you have. Graduates, you're ready. You have what it takes. You're stepping into a world of extraordinary complexity and extraordinary possibility. This is the most exciting time to be alive. And you, the class of 2026, from right here, from Waterloo, are exactly the people the world needs. Stay curious, think big, take risks. Congratulations. You make us all very proud. Thank you. It is now my pleasure to welcome David McKinnon, Professor and Chair of Pure Mathematics, to the podium.
Mr. Chancellor, I present Cameron Stewart. Cameron Stewart has been one of the backbones of the Waterloo research community since his arrival in 1977 from Cambridge University. He is an internationally renowned mathematician. Let me give you an idea of what that means. He is a Fellow of the Royal Society of Canada. He held a Tier 1 Canada Research Chair for 14 years. He was an inaugural Fellow of the Canadian Mathematical Society. He was a Fellow of the Fields Institute, was named a university professor, and was a Killam Research Fellow. And that's just the research side. He's been invited by people all over the world to make special trips there just to teach them mathematics. Places like Harvard, Oxford, Paris. He hasn't just won 1 million prizes, he's been also asked to pick the winners. He has passed on his wisdom to generations of students, for which he earned the university's Award for Excellence in Graduate Supervision. Cameron Stewart is a scholar and a gentleman. Thank you, Cameron Stewart, for all you have done for us. Mr. Chancellor, in recognition of his outstanding accomplishments in scholarship and teaching, I ask you to confer the title of Distinguished Professor Emeritus upon Cameron Stewart.
Fantastic. What an accolade. I am humbled and honored to confer upon you, Cameron Stewart, the title of Distinguished Professor Emeritus. I extend my sincere congratulations on behalf of the entire University of Waterloo family. Well done.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Incredible. Yes.
It is now my pleasure to welcome Jun Liu, Professor, Applied Mathematics and Canada Research Chair in Hybrid Systems and Control, to the podium.
Mr. Chancellor, I present Peter E. Keynes. So Professor Keynes is one of the world's leading figures in mathematical systems and control theory. He's a distinguished James McGeer Professor and William McDonough Chair in the Department of Electrical and Computer Engineering at McGeer University, where his scholarship and mentorship have shaped generations of research in Canada and internationally. For more than 5 decades, Professor Keynes has made foundational contributions to stochastic systems, adaptive control, hybrid systems, and large-scale decentralized decision-making. His work has changed how mathematicians, engineering, and scientists model, analyze, and control complex dynamic systems. His influential monograph, Linear Stochastic Systems, remain a landmark contribution to the field and republished as a Siam classic in recognition of its enduring impact. Professor Keynes is especially renowned as a founder of mean-field game theory, a major field that provides mathematical tools for understanding strategic interaction among very large populations. And this theory has transformed research across applied mathematics, engineering, economics, finance, robotics, energy systems, and public health. Through his work, he has shown how deep mathematical insight can illuminate problems of broad scientific and societal importance. His achievements have received exceptional international recognition. He's a fellow of the IEEE, IFAC, Siam, CIFAR, the Institute of Mathematics and Applications, and the Royal Society of Canada. He received the highest honor, one of the highest honors from Control System Society, the Bodhi Lecture Prize. And he was recognized by the Society for co-authoring one of the most important control theory papers in the 20th century. Professor Keynes' career exemplifies intellectual depth, originality, and scholarly leadership. He has advanced mathematical foundations of systems and control theory, inspired new directions across disciplines, and mentored researchers around the world, and continues to shape the field today. Mr. Chancellor, in recognition of his outstanding accomplishments in mathematical system and control theory, I ask you to confer the degree of Doctor of Mathematics, honoris causa, upon Peter E. Keynes.
I am both humbled and honored to confer upon you, Peter Keynes, the degree of Doctor of Mathematics, honoris causa. I extend my sincere congratulations. Congratulations. Let's take a picture. Amazing.
It is my profound honor on this occasion to give my most sincere thanks to the University of Waterloo and to its Faculty of Mathematics for the award of the Doctor of Mathematics degree honoris causa. As this audience is well aware, the Faculty of Mathematics was the first of its kind in North America, and its 4 departments, the David Sheraton School of Computer Science and its research centers and institutes, are renowned for the quality of their education and research contributions. In fact, as just one instance, it has been announced this month that Professor Gautam Kamath of the Cheriton School of Computer Science, and 5 collaborators have been awarded the 2026 Godel Prize. In the case of my award, the citation is for my, quote, pioneering work on mean field games and systems on complex networks and for advancing modeling, analysis and control of large-scale systems. However, the key element behind the citation is that the work was and continues to be collaborative, cooperative, and mutually supportive. In fact, it is difficult to imagine a more perfectly collaborative effort than that with Minyi Huang, now of Carleton University, and Roland Mallarmé of the Polytechnique Montréal, when we came up with the mean field game theory more than 20 years ago. And it's been a similar experience with 2 of my most recent PhD students, now graduates, now professors, Dana Ferruzzi, now of the University of Toronto, and Xuan Gao, now at the Polytechnique Montreal. This is also an ideal occasion to express my deep appreciation of my school teachers, my tutors at Oxford, Alan Taylor, John Crosley, and Graham Siegel, and to express my deep appreciation of my mentors, my PhD supervisor, the late David Main of Imperial College, London, and Murray Wanham of the University of Toronto. Now, it will hardly make breaking news for Math News Online here at Waterloo, but I have to take the occasion to celebrate the beauty, depth, logical rigor, power, and ceaseless growth of mathematics as a human endeavor. The physicist Eugene Wigner's unreasonable effectiveness of mathematics in the natural sciences extends to the world of information and control and the machine and the animal, as beautifully named by Norbert Wiener. Indeed, the feedback loop between apparently interior advances in mathematics and its exterior applications in response to challenges, problems, and applications is one of its profound features as a great human endeavor. The mention of feedback loops, of course, gives me the chance to promote the subject of systems and control theory and the vast applicability of the systems view of phenomena. And, furthermore, to single out the terrific systems and control group in the Department of Applied Mathematics here at Waterloo. In conclusion, I want to acknowledge the love and support of my wife Anne and my daughter Hanako, both of whom are in the audience, and my son Kiyoshi. And finally, to again sincerely thank the University of Waterloo for this great honor.
Dr. Keynes, thank you for your inspiring address and congratulations. Good evening, everyone. I know I speak for our whole faculty when I wish you congratulations on this, your graduation day. Today you are at the end of one journey and at the beginning of another, so there's no better time to talk about the future. Our Chancellor talked about unsettling times, and we live clearly through the most unsettling times at the moment, and in fact the news is full of headlines of doom and gloom, prophecies that AI will outpace all of us and steal our jobs. It is true that artificial intelligence is changing the world rapidly and transforming what our work looks like. But to me, that transformation is exciting. AI is not here to replace us, but to be a powerful partner, capable of building tools and systems more intricate than many and any we have seen before. In this age of machine learning, what you have learned here at Waterloo as humans is more valuable than ever. A machine can generate an answer. You have learned, however, how to ask the right question. You have learned how to ask whether it is the right question and how to verify whether the answer truly holds. In fact, you have learned not only to verify, but also to certify how to do that. The judgment is yours, and it is the very thing that makes the partnership work at all. Fields medalist Bill Thurston once wrote that the product of mathematics is clarity and understanding, not theorems themselves. He wrote those words not in a famous paper, but rather in an email to a young person who feared that they were not gifted enough to belong to mathematics. Math is not merely algorithms, theorems, and equations, but a living discipline of curiosity and inquiry, sustained by the community of people who practice it. In our time at Waterloo, you have studied not only programming languages, theorems, and problem sets, but how to ask the right questions, how to verify and certify their answers, and how to break boundaries. And most importantly, you have learned how to imagine. While others are reacting to a changing world, you have learned how to shape it. Wherever the future takes you, please know that all of us, your professors, your classmates, and your many, many supporters are cheering you on. Congratulations again, class of 2026. Mr. Chancellor, Mr. Vice Chancellor, I now request that you confer the degrees upon the graduates of the Faculty of Mathematics.
Would the members of the graduating class please rise? Mr. Chancellor, I present to you those scholars who fulfilled the statutory requirements laid down by the Senate of the University that they may be admitted to their various and several degrees.
By virtue of the authority vested in me and in the university, I hereby admit you to your various and several degrees, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. Please be seated, and a heartiest congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It is now my pleasure to welcome your class valedictorian, Caitlin Bowles.
Mr. Chancellor, members of Convocation, fellow graduates, and guests, good evening. How does growth happen? Does it happen in an instant? Maybe. Maybe it was your first exam here in this very room. Where were you sitting? In the back corner by the entryway doors, or up near the front, close to the proctors? Perhaps you were even in the middle, not too far away from where you are now. Regardless of where you were probably so focused on writing proofs that you didn't even catch your self-image slowly shifting from a wide-eyed first year to a confident graduate. So much change in our lives and ourselves happens without us even noticing, and we rarely get a chance to look back and appreciate just how far we've come. No matter why you're in the room today or how far you've traveled to be here, I invite you to take this time here at Convocation to appreciate with me all of the hard work and growth that brought our graduates to this moment. Some part of that change began when we first stepped onto this campus. As we moved into residence and attended our first class, we committed to developing our mathematical abilities. That small action was no easy feat. In our first year, the COVID-19 pandemic had no end in sight, and yet each of us still chose to step towards our future. In fact, we craved it. We craved the depth of knowledge and understanding we learned in our first math classes. Each new proof technique covered in Math 135 enabled us to understand and rigorously define what is true. Once we grew to master each skill, maybe we'd even be lucky enough to get a "so true, bestie" comment from the TA on our assignments. We grew even more each time we went through the co-op process. Regardless of how much fear or uncertainty we faced in that very first cycle, the second, third, and fourth co-ops still came. We completed research, programmed applications, and conducted financial analysis by applying techniques learned in our classes and absorbed from the expertise of those around us. Every placement exposed us to new ideas, growing our perspective while proving the utility and real-life applications of mathematics. Undeniably, part of our growth came from extracurriculars and the campus community. We are the class that brought life back to this campus after the pandemic with music, intramurals, activism, and creativity. Through those groups, we built support networks of like-minded individuals with whom we have soared through incredible highs and overcome difficult lows. We have found our people here, and we couldn't have done it without them. Our growth was cemented when we decided our path forward after we receive our degrees. Sitting here in this room are future CEOs, partners, entrepreneurs, advisors, researchers, the list goes on. By resolving to apply our skills, we proved the depth and breadth of our experiences here in math as we work to improve companies, institutions, and societies. Of course, as we've grown, the world around us hasn't just waited. When we walk first across this stage, then outside, we step into a world of geopolitical instability, economic uncertainty, and rapidly developing technology. But we do not walk alone. We carry with us the growth gained through our years here at the University of Waterloo and the lessons learned from each professor, classmate, co-op supervisor, and friend. Our gratitude to everyone who helped us along the way cannot be overstated. So professors, faculty, administrators, custodians, convocation staff and volunteers, family, friends, and MC Coffee and Donut staff, thank you. Graduates, sitting in this room, you have proved your merit by earning your degree. Now, the time has come to transform that merit into action. We have the ability and responsibility to improve our world. In the face of unstable political and economic environments, ground yourself in the adaptability you built each new school and co-op term. As our environment changes on a scale the Earth has never seen before, advocate for data-driven, effective policy changes. When online polarization creeps in, remember that it is community that makes us stronger. And if you are met with a computer that seems to have all the answers, don't outsource your logical reasoning. Test and validate that the outputs aren't too good to be true. Graduates, as we come together in the pack one last time, sitting not to write exams, but to celebrate their completion, I invite you to appreciate the growth that led you here. Take pride in each version of your past self who worked tirelessly to bring you to this moment. Then look forward to how you can help grow our world. Thank you.
Matt's only been here all week. What a speaker. Give it up for Caitlin another time. What a speech. Somebody's coming for my job. With that, my name is Lucas Ferfaro. I'm honored to read each and every graduate's name as they cross this stage. It is an honor, but before we begin, I would like to share a few brief housekeeping notes to help this ceremony run smoothly. To our guests, we ask that you remain in your seats. As your graduate crosses the stage, we got professional photographers over there taking pictures of every single graduate. There will be ample opportunities afterwards as well. We got lots of photo ops at the celebration that follows this one. To the graduates, this is your moment. Strut your stuff. Get across that stage in your way, right? Take it in. This is your day. You've worked so hard to be here. Enjoy it. We will begin with the conferral of the doctoral degrees one at a time, followed by our masters, which will be 3 at a time, and then finally our bachelors, 1 at a time. And now it's the moment you guys have been waiting for. It's time to introduce to you the graduates from the Faculty of Mathematics. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Doctor of Philosophy. Dr. Avneet Kaur. Dr. Yazdan Babazadeh. Dr. Nicholas Christopher Banks. Dr. Jérémy Champagne. Dr. Seifa Frimpong. Dr. Zitao He. Dr. Brittany Irene Howell. Dr. Timothy Christopher Miller. Dr. Liam Michael Oravec. Dr. Amanda Maria Petku. Dr. Alexa Vujicic. Dr. Xiao Zheng. Dr. Rikun Cho. Mr. Chancellor, I present next the candidates for the degree Master of Mathematics. Hao Cheng Chang, Anders Christian Cornect, Guilherme Zeus Dantas Emura, Yixin Gu, Croy Matthew Jurek, Omar Kizar Hayat, Scott Alexander Holtzhausen, Sabah Hosseini Pana, Sine Kalantarzadeh, Mohammed Ifar, Mujtaba Mudi, Harper Jacob Neergarth, Vyom Nilesh Patel, Nathan Richard Reinert, Miles Jude Simmons, Alexander Joseph Starr, Xian Wang, Benjamin William Wang, Elizabeth Yakubowski, Denyang Zhao, Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Master of Mathematics for Teachers. Nana Kofi Etakora, Rebecca Dawn Christensen, Lindsay Ann Kruger, Victoria Renee Leone, Rebecca Sarah Ruth Trin, Christopher Adam Willett. Ellie Hunnan Prop. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Computer Science Honors Program. Krish Chandarana. Abyan Haq. Nicholas Fushin Lee. Jacob Tyler Lienema. Ananya Ori. Dev Patel. Vraj Patel. Fizan Ahmad Qureshi. Nicholas Joseph Rubello. Shiv Chandra Saraswat. Kabilan Siva Manoharan. Adil Samani. Ying Haju. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Computer Science Honors Cooperative Program. Philip Edward Carson. Kevin Sway. Nada Ahmed El Hosseini. Jessica Gao. Matt Huang. Fran Dongwoo Kong. Ibrahim Khan. Yunchi Liu. Dave Mehta. Jesse Peng. Chloe Tree Ramdan. Micah Shatil. River Stanley. Lucy Wang. Ernest Wong.
Let's go!
Brian Junhong Wu. Oria Xing. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the next degree Bachelor of Mathematics 3-year general program. Midas Biglari. Edward Lichi Chu. Ishin Ha. Din Bao Win. Viturin Raul Rajasiva. Dinesh Ramesh. Aisvin Sivananthalingam. Rahel Tamrat. Vincent Wang. Jilin Yue. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Mathematics 3-year general cooperative program. Gio Chang. Sadipta Sikterlita. En Ming Liu. Prithul Narola. Bhavya Pooja. Priyanka Saha. Aryan Segal. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Mathematics Honors Program. Sunha Bai. Jay Bitala. Evan Bailo. Lucas Alwa Bolsinger. Marco Noah Kempoli. Ifan Sao. Cameron Ross Carmichael. Kai-Fen Chang. Nathan Chang. Han Chen. Refe Hassan Chishti. Shu Kong. Vixiel Hadlin. Rishi Desai. Akram Mohammed El Saidi. Maxwell Fang. Junming Feng. Misael Figueroa Conde. Nicholas Martin Haycox Tooley. Anna Ying He. Xiang He. Given Alicia Henderson. Xinwei Hu. Evan Huang. Ahmad Ismail. Yukon Jin. Aiden William Jors. Xinwei Li. Madison Cynthia Liang. Yujin Ling. Cameron Little. Daniel Tingfeng Liu. Roshui Liu. Yi Yao Liu. Yu Yang Liu. Ray Pu Lo. Benjamin J. Ma. Manipur Mahinor. Lily Mae Mueller. Rockney. Ethan Shea Oberman. Samantha Nadia Pater. Bo Peng, today with Lego. Sarah Ray Peng. Kyle Ignatius Pereira. Shamar Phillips. Vishali Sati. Jasjot Singh. Malhar Singh. Shrey Siddhant Sina. Liu Kai Song. Seeing Sun. Lucas William Passmore Tate. Friedi Hun Fei Se. Shihan Xiao. Jinyi Xie. Richard Yizheng Yang. Catching me off guard. There we go. One sec. I'll take a break sometimes. Daniel Youssef. Edmund Peng Yu. Xingbo Yu. Wan Xizhang. Yinwo Zhang. Jijun Zhang. Jiateng Zhao. Wanqing Zhao. Yilei Zhao. Tianhua Zhu. Xinyi Zhu. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Mathematics Honors Cooperative Program. Hadi Al-Hakim. Michael George Alexander. Yusufullah Ansari. Nareez Sheikh Arif. Catherine Anastasia Aryuan. Connor Bates. Riley Neal Baden. Michael Clifford Field Barnett. Dia Batra. Zara Lucia Ben Sabur Tobar. Leighton James David Bennett. Matthew Antonio Berger. Caitlin Alana Bowles. Cassandra Nicole Brajuka. Ryan Bush. Melissa Tsao. Adia Chaudhry. Katarina Cheng. Shiwanan Cheng. Ron Cherney. Kai Choi. Senghun Choi. Sarah Mackenzie Chung. Theodore Shiyu Collette. Logan William Darby. Gaina Dusoye. Jingyang Feng. Ethan John Fernandez. Caitlin Gann. Emma Jane Glass. Morgan Emily Goodfellow. Grayson Gould. Michelle Jiachao Gu. Junyu Guo. Nahal Habibizadeh. Erica Hahn. Eric William Hansen. Liang Ha. Thomas James Headington. Fiona Hila. Enshun Hu. Chuhan Huang. Mia Isakovich. Arik Ishfar. Yunhao Zhao. Heilin Zhang. Matthew Aaron Zhang. Matthew Robert Lambert Kauk. Darius Helmet Crew Bandsetter. Abdul Sharuk Khan. Ayush Kazanchi. Hyunbin Kim. Ishani Sanjay Kermude. Laura Whiting Layton. Tim Ann Lee Kwang. Nisha Marini Leonage. Jacob William Lassard. Hye Young Lee. Jack Zhuang Lee. Jiayang Lee. Kavina Lee. James Lee. Elsa Chinwei Lee. Henry Lee. Xinyang Lee. Yuelin Lee. Bobby Jen Ying Liang. Andy John Liu. Elijah Liu. Yuang Liu. Keanu Skolik Luwangan. Alex Lee. Richian Ma. Vansh Malhotra. Nicholas Jake Melick. Joseph Nicholas Mollis Mendoza. Janiki Jayaraj Menon. Samya Menon. Mridul Mittal. Ajay Ismail Muhammad. Mihailio Miraz. Mariana Katerina Mershe. Yushan Mu. Dominic Muthukumara Swami. Joshua Carl Gomez No. Jaden Nerona. Siddiqa Nusrath. Jerry Kailong Pan. Yogesh Dharmendra Parmar. Alex John Pavelko. Tam Man Pham. Margaret Alexandra Peugeot. Makan Krishna Rana. Vinay Patatil Ravi. Anchi Ren. Justin Ross. Ziad Safar Jalani. And Maldeep Singh Sadev. Muhadata Salim. Emran Sandhu. Hai Sang. Rachel Olivia Scott. Nubaha Sharfa. Kefan Shi. Japmeet Singh. Mona Singh Subara. Philip Plaminov Stanoev. Sean Thomas Steele. Ella Grace Stowe. Vraj Takar. Jaden Ari Talipen. Jingyi Tian. Devanshi Todi. Xuantung Tran. Avani Raghavendra Trivikram. Eveline Tsai. Ojas Praveen Udagani. Alian Angelin Lopez Umali. Mohammed Samir Usman. Hannah Vahid Rusari. Sri Mukanvigi. Allison Corleen Vermeersch. Armand Wadwa. Alicia Zhao Wang. Jiarong Wei. Zach Whiffen. Max Chilong Wang. Andy Wu. Daisy Shuyi Xiao. Luna Xin. David Xingcheng Xu. Mignon Michelle Yan. Priscilla Yan. Xinyu Yao. Si Cheng Yi. Hendrik Olsen Younger. Saim Hassan Zafar. Aaron Zhang. Robin Zhang. Yifan Zhang, Yining Zhang, Jiyang Zhang, Zitang Zhang, Ningyuan Zhao, Yunkai Ji, Yu Xiangzhu, Guan Yu Zhu, Yu Wei Zhu, I said I'd give you a chance. Let's see your thunderous applause. Make some noise for these guys. Congratulations to all of our new mathematics alumni.
We're good for time.
What?
We're good for time. Oh, of course. Yes, I forgot. I was just having fun.
Congratulations, everyone. Mr. Chancellor, I now request you to confer in absentia the various and several degrees upon those candidates who were approved by Senate but were unable to be present at today's convocation.
I confer the degrees in absentia. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Cecilia Cotton, and I am the Associate Dean for Undergraduate Studies in the Faculty of Mathematics. It is my great pleasure to announce and celebrate the accomplishments of our outstanding student award recipients. For nearly 150 years, the Governor General's academic medals have recognized the outstanding scholastic achievements of students in Canada. The Governor General's Academic Silver Medal is awarded to the faculty's undergraduate student with the top graduating average. Mr. Chancellor, I request that you present the Governor General's Silver Medal for 2026 to Grayson Gould, graduating today with a Bachelor of Mathematics honors degree in Combinatorics and Optimization Cooperative Program. Next, I would like to recognize the Governor General's Academic Gold Medal. This medal is awarded to only one master's and 2 doctoral graduates for achieving the highest standing in a graduate program. The Gold Medal is the most prestigious award that we present at Convocation. Sina Kalantarzadeh supervised by Dr. Richard Fukasara and Dr. Joseph Cherians, thesis makes original contributions across 2 distinct areas of mathematical optimization, each requiring different techniques and background. The first part advances the theory of cutting planes for integer programming, which is one of the most powerful tools in optimization. His results and structural insights represent meaningful progress on a challenging open problem. The second part tackles the multi-flow, multi-gap problem, a fundamental question in network optimization. This gap captures the distance between the true optimum and the optimum of a natural linear programming relaxation. For planar graphs, the best lower bound of 2 had stood for nearly 3 decades. Sina broke through this barrier, proving a new lower bound of 20/9 using an innovative structural approach. Sina published the results of the second part, co-authored with Dr. Nikhil Kumar, Their paper in Approx 2025 was recognized as one of the best and has been accepted by Theory of Computing, a prestigious TCS journal. Sina is joining the PhD program at the University of Bonn under Professor Laszlo Weg, supported by a highly competitive fellowship from the Hausdorff Center for Mathematics, awarded in recognition of his master's research. Mr. Chancellor, I request that you present the Governor General's Academic Gold Medal for 2026 to Sina Kalantaradze, who has graduated with a Master's of Mathematics in Combinatorics and Optimization. It is now my pleasure to welcome Vivek Goel, President and Vice Chancellor, back to the podium.
Thank you. To our graduates and new alumni, my heartfelt congratulations on this accomplishment. A special thank you to Peter Keynes for honoring us with your presence and for the wonderful words for our graduates. And to Cameron Stewart on your distinguished Professor Emeritus. Thank you to all the family and friends who have gathered here today to join our graduates in this celebration and for supporting them during their academic journey. And to our new graduates, thank you. You now join our global community of more than 260,000 alumni around the globe, helping our institutions stay connected to the world around us. Over the years, I've had the privilege of meeting many alumni across life stages, starting with those newly minted at Convocation. I'm always inspired by their big, bold plans for life after university, and then seeing their accomplishments as they've moved through their life. Waterloo graduates are known for integrating knowledge and innovation across disciplines. They are known for their courage, creativity, and resilience. Above all, they are known for approaching challenges in unique ways and uncovering impactful solutions. At Waterloo, we think differently, act with purpose, and work together to make the world a better place. Take the knowledge and inspiration that you have acquired here at Waterloo, as many before you have, and make a difference in the world. As you have benefited from attending Waterloo, this institution has benefited from having you as a part of our community. This convocation also marks my final one as president of the University of Waterloo. Like many of you, we started at this institution coming out of the pandemic. It has been an immense privilege to work together with every member of this community as we move through challenging times. While your next chapters will take you to many places, I hope you, as I will, remain connected to this extraordinary university and to one another. I wish you all the best in the future. And now, it's my pleasure to welcome back Mayangan Henry, Indigenous Knowledge Keeper, to provide an Indigenous closing. Elder Henry.
Thank you. You know, I got to see some pretty happy faces crossing the stage, and just to be up here to see the celebration on your face was just tremendous. It's such an honor to be able to share this special moment with you. As I said earlier, we weren't able to be here, Indigenous people, for a long time. Now we're here. Now I can feel what you're feeling, that beautiful celebration, and your family and friends who are cherishing you at this moment. But in our communities, we celebrate too, but we do it in a little different manner. We usually do things in a big circle. And if you can use your imagination for a second, I'll put you all in a circle, but you're in the circle with friends, people who maybe you had difficulties with some of your courses, maybe thought about giving up, maybe, you know, weren't sure about yourself, but those friends that you made helped you along, and they gave you a chance to do what you're doing today. So we give thanks to all those people that helped you along this path on your educational journey. And we put a fire in the center because the fire represents the warmth and the heat. This beautiful earth will allow us to feel the warmth that she has. And then in that circle, we'll have a couple elders, because we still think about our elders and their experience and what they have to allow us to feel their experience. So they'll come into the circle and they'll look at every one of you. And you can see the pride in their faces because what you have done is tremendous. You got through the courses, now you're going out to the world to change things. But they have a question for you. And the question is really about, now that you've done your education component, how are you going to change the world going forward? And they have some information for you. They'd like you to take some of that knowledge and think about the planet that you live on, the water, the trees, the air, because the more that we put forward a healthy planet together, your children, your grandchildren, and your great-grandchildren and beyond will live in a world that you left in a beautiful way to be. You know, we see war, we see climate change today. It hurts because we can do something about it if we want to. And I know you want to, because I've seen students say, it's time to change. And we'll do that. So these elders bring in this knowledge for you to think about that in your career. But they want you to think about one more thing. Those that maybe had lost family members while you're at school, those that, you know, maybe friends or just people that you knew, and they were along this journey with you, and now maybe they're with Creator. Think about those beautiful beings, because they're still sending their love to you, and they still send everything they want for encouragement to be the best you can be. So we think about those beautiful beings, think about this beautiful Mother Earth, think about your brothers and sisters, your future generations, and your elders. With that said, it's such an honor to be a part of your celebration today, and celebrate tonight in a great way and feel good about your accomplishments. In our language, we say, Chimigwech, thank you very much. And the elders would leave by saying, Zagidduin, in the Ojibwe language. That means, I love you. And we love you here at the University of Waterloo. Have a good evening, everybody. Miigwech.
Thank you again, Elder Henry, and we are grateful for your contributions and those of the Cedar Hill singers to today's ceremony. Now, these words of wisdom, these contributions are an important reminder of the work that is underway and the work that still needs to be done in recognizing the historical and the ongoing wrongs perpetrated against Indigenous peoples and the legacy of colonialism still in place today. Thank you. Okay, before my final responsibility, I think you all know how to do this. I'm going to do water, 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 and then what do you do? Lou. Okay, let's do this now. Water, water, water. One more time. Water, water, water. Fantastic. Congratulations, graduates. It is my privilege to officially adjourn Convocation. Please rise. Of course.